Hi, welcome to Computer Shop Video. I'm Chris Woodring, and today I'm here with Laura DeLon. Laura is a university accounting instructor and is very familiar with QuickBooks. She's a certified public accountant, and today you're going to be showing us a little bit about QuickBooks.
Yes, I'm going to be showing you basic navigation through QuickBooks and working with the lists in QuickBooks.
Okay, if you're used to viewing some of our other videos that are more technical, hands-on, where we're pointing the camera right at hardware and things like that, this is going to be a little bit different. We're actually using screen recording software, so most of this is going to be basically just voice instruction over screen recording. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Okay, on this screen is the registration screen. Now we're not going to register right now because you can do this later, but the next time you open your QuickBooks, this reminder will pop up and you will click this button that says Begin Registration, and you will enter your unique registration number. But for now, click on the button that says Remind Me Later. The next screen that's going to pop up is the QuickBooks Learning Center, and this also will open each time that you open your QuickBooks, and this is a good resource for you. It is basically a tutorial where you can understand some of the basics of QuickBooks and learn more in depth about the different areas in QuickBooks, as you see on the left: customers and sales, vendors and expenses, and inventory. And notice it does give you the time for each of their little orientation videos. But for now, let's go down to the bottom right where it says Begin Using QuickBooks. Now we are on the QuickBooks home page, and I'm going to first show you how to navigate in QuickBooks. QuickBooks offers you usually at least 3 different ways to get to a screen that you're interested in. The most popular way to navigate in QuickBooks is on this large area, which is called the QuickBooks Navigators, and it's broken into different areas. Starting at the top is your vendors area, and notice how it's designed like a flow chart to follow the activities that you would have with your vendors. For example, it starts with a purchase order. This is where you would create a purchase order that you would send to your vendor, and then the next item on the flow chart is where you would receive inventory, and then you would enter your bills that you receive for the inventory, and then following the flow chart is where you would pay bills. The next section down in the navigator is the customer area, and again set up like a flow chart where you would create a sales order or an estimate if your company does estimates. And then to create an invoice, you would click on this icon and then just follow the flow chart for the rest of the activities: receiving payments from your customers, creating receipts, and then eventually recording deposits in your bank, which leads us to the banking area where you would record deposits or when you need to reconcile with your bank account, writing checks, printing checks, and entering credit card charges. Okay, back to the left of the screen and the bottom is the employee area. So anything involving your employees you would find down here on the bottom: entering time for your employees, actually paying them, processing their checks, paying the payroll liabilities associated with your employees, and then also creating and processing your payroll forms. Okay, so basically this navigation area covers almost all the activities that you'll have with your business. Okay, one last area, the company area in the upper right, has kind of some miscellaneous items. The chart of accounts, this is where all of your company's accounts will be. Items and services, this is a list where you can get a quick view of all of the items that your company sells and services that you provide. And here's a miscellaneous item, just adjusting your inventory quantity if you have inventory. And then to the far right of the screen is a nice summary of some of your primary account balances. This gives you a quick snapshot of what your current balances are in your checking and savings accounts. Notice here, checking account and some savings accounts. Basically, you can customize this to show whichever accounts you want to show, just to give you a quick snapshot. Okay, so this is the primary way of navigating QuickBooks, is following these flow charts. Now, some other ways to navigate: if you go to the very top of the screen, you'll see a traditional menu bar. Some people still like to use this traditional menu bar, but notice it's got the same types of headings that we had in the navigation area. Got your company area, and then here's your customers, and I'll just click on the customers, and you'll see it's the same activities that we had on the navigation screen, creating estimates, sales orders, invoices, entering sales receipts, and so forth. So this is another way that you can process your activities with your customers, is through this menu. Here's the vendors. Again, entering bills, paying bills, sales tax, purchase orders, and receiving your items. And employees. Entering time, paying employees, and so forth. So the same activities we see in the navigation area. Okay, and then one other way to navigate is through this icon bar. And again, if you ever want to get back to the home screen, there's your home button. Your customer center, again, gets you to your customer listings, vendor center, and employee center. Reports, we'll spend more time in this area in a later course, and then online banking. And this icon bar also can be customized to your taste, and we will spend some time again on that later. For now, I want to spend time going through the different lists that QuickBooks uses. Lists is a very user-friendly way that QuickBooks has set up for you to run your business. And notice up here in the menu bar there is an item that says lists. We'll click on this, and this gives you again a quick snapshot of the different lists in QuickBooks. Your chart of accounts, which is a listing of all your accounts, item list if you have inventory, fixed asset list, and so forth, kind of down the line here. Alright, but I'm going to show you the most popular way to get to your lists. Let's start in the vendor area, and if you will click on where it says vendors, okay, click on this, and now we are in what we call